A constitutional row over government plans to suspend Parliament.
I think people should be on the streets.
It's dictatorship.
Smash and grab on our democracy.
Queen has given her approval.
What's happened is that the government has asked the Queen to suspend Parliament. That means MPs won't sit here at Westminster from the 10th of September, which is just a week after they come back from their summer break next week, until the 14th of October. The Prime Minister says the reason for this is so that the government can hold a Queen's speech. That usually happens once a year, and it's an opportunity for the government to set out its plans for the year ahead. And Parliament is normally suspended before a Queen's speech.
We need new legislation. We've got to be bringing forward new and important bills, and that's why we are going to have a Queen's speech, and we're going to do it on October the 14th.
Because it's happening so close to the Brexit deadline of October the 31st. This has caused a huge row because MPs who want to avoid a no-deal Brexit say it's an abuse of the government's power, and they see it as a way to try to shut down the discussion and debate that they want to have in Parliament, and their attempts to try to force the government into asking for an extension to the Brexit process or bringing the government down with a vote of no confidence.
What the Prime Minister is doing is a sort of smash and grab on our democracy in order to force through a no-deal exit from the European Union. What's he so afraid of that he needs to suspend Parliament to prevent Parliament discussing these matters?
Like some kind of tin-pot dictator. It frankly is not acceptable, and if MPs don't stop it, then it is no exaggeration, it is not hyperbole to say this is the day any semblance of UK parliamentary democracy absolutely dies.
Suspending Parliament is something the government has the power to do at any time, although it's officially authorised by the Queen, and there's no clear way for MPs who aren't happy about it to stop it.
Broadly, there are three options now. The first is to legislate, but as we've discussed, that's really difficult in terms of the timing. The second is to try to bring the courts into it. The third is to try a no confidence vote in the Prime Minister, which could lead to an election.
This decision to suspend Parliament doesn't mean that there's definitely going to be a general election, but there's lots of speculation that one could be held this autumn, either if the government loses a vote of no confidence or if the Prime Minister decides one is needed and 2/3 of MPs back that decision.